stress.
Arugula too.
The tracks entwine, the near and the far, setting the pulse of where we are, changing, connecting, new ways to get around.
A locomotive answer for getting into town.
Santa Fe Rail Trail.
Go straight to the heart.
Santa Fe Rail Trail.
Go straight to the heart.
Santa Fe Rail Trail.
Go straight to the heart.
Santa Fe Rail Trail.
Go straight to the heart.
In the high desert of Santa Fe, New Mexico, an 18-mile stretch of track and trail is a testament to partnerships and collaboration. In the late 1870s, the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railway crested over Raton Pass, laying down tracks to Las Vegas, New Mexico. Santa Fe was the next destination, yet the grade was too steep and the terrain too rough to navigate. So rails ran northwest to Galisteo Junction, now known as the Lamy Station. On February 9, 1880, the Santa Fe Spur from Lamy to downtown Santa Fe was completed. Passengers arrived from as far as the east and west coasts up until 1938. The Santa Fe Southern took ownership of the rail system in 1992, introducing excursion tours and continuing the transport of cargo.
Santa Fe Rail Trail.
Go straight to the heart.
Santa Fe Rail Trail.
Go straight to the heart.
On June 6, 1998, a cross-section of Santa Fe's population recognized Santa Fe Rail Trail Day as a significant step in regional transportation planning. Representatives from the county, the city, the Santa Fe Conservation Trust, and the citizenry came together to celebrate innovations in transportation and community growth.
Now that we have a trail easement down the railroad track, we all own it. Nobody can call us a trespasser. And whether we walk or jog or ride a bike, or there's going to be horses on the trail out of El Dorado, it's ours, and we share it together. This community is lucky that we have a railroad. We damn well better keep it and let it grow.
It's just a wonderful spine that can serve to connect off-road for pedestrians, for bicyclists, for people who choose not to drive their car to get around. It's a collaborative effort. It's been a collaborative effort. I mean, I think it's been recognized a long time back in our planning documents and this county's planning documents of what an important link this could be.
And it's important because it has so many uses. There's fiber optic cable underneath it, there's freight coming in on the rail, there's commuter service in store for us, and people have all this fun. And we will have 25,000 riders this year. In the month of May, we had probably 40 school groups from as far south as Belen, almost to Gallup, Las Vegas School District, Taos School Districts all come and bring school kids on this train. So the corridor in its whole is just a real wonderful thing, and we like supporting the wholeness concept.
The Santa Fe Rail Trail Day brought together many kinds of active users and potential participants. It was a day to confirm just how important this transportation system and community network could be. To test the viability of the train, a trial experimental commuter week commenced, exploring how and if passengers would take advantage of the train and the trails. What better way to know if this transportation system works than to hear from the participants?
Well, right now we're a one-car family, and it really helps. Not out of choice, but out of necessity. We're a one-car family, and so over this past summer, it might end up where I ride a bicycle, lose some weight, and end up riding the train, not bothering anybody else.
It's really important to make connections between the outlying communities in Santa Fe because more and more of us live in the county. For me, I happen to live on the railroad tracks. I work right next to the railroad tracks. For me, it's very convenient. But to have bus systems to be able to bring people into the commuter train and back would really make it more accessible to everyone, and I think it's really important to do.
I think it's a real good thing that they have a train for this because a lot of people that live out here, they work in, the federal buildings and all, and this runs right by the federal buildings, so, it's a good thing for the environment and all. So, also it helps out my family a lot, to take the train in the morning to let my parents sleep in and all, so I like it a lot.
I want to go down to the farmer's market every week, and I drive down anyways. So Saturday mornings, taking my daughter down on train would be great. It's just wonderful. Come back with vegetables. Wonderful.
This is fun. I've always wanted to ride the train. Never had the time, and it stopped right by my house.
We've got a mariachi on the train, and I also look across the way and we got some food on the train. We had 76 riders on the train this morning. About 26 of those were on bicycles, so we had a caboose full of bicycles. Actually does not take very long to cross an intersection, and if you figure that there were probably 76 cars that were not on the road this morning, it probably balances out.
As Santa Feans and their neighbors revitalize and transform a traditional way to get from portal to portal, the visionaries of the Santa Fe Rail Trail Project have been busy studying and designing how this new system can address long-term transportation needs.
The rail trail helps solve a really important problem, and that is building in types of movement systems for bicyclists, pedestrians, horse riders before development comes out into this area. There's a number of large development projects planned for this area, and if we don't do these kinds of things now, then we have to go back and do them later, which becomes more expensive, harder to do. So this is a real opportunity that we want to take care of. It also helps us, the important thing now, it helps us to put the kinds of systems in place now that can connect into other systems, particularly rail, pedestrian systems in the future that are much larger. Who knows, between Albuquerque and Los Alamos, for example. This is the real first building block of a larger system.
But the benefit here, I think, is really involved in the participation by the broad public that's possible here. Our vision is that the connection from Lamy to Santa Fe will just be the beginning, and then we'll branch out in both directions. So many things have a tendency to be more of a spectator type, but when you're going to trail, there's no watching. So it's a participatory act, and that's what we're trying to build and develop.
In commemoration of the expanding rails and trail system, a new spur trail was officially opened in the summer of 2004.
Whereas the first Saturday every June is declared National Trails Day in the United States to celebrate America's trails.
Now connecting southeastern Santa Fe County with the south central region, trail enthusiasts can reach the community college, the Institute for American Indian Arts, and Rancho Viejo. Locals and visitors can walk or ride along the 4.5-mile path, winding through desert landscapes and open skies.
The significance of this trail is that, yes, it is a connection, and it allows people from the southern part of the county to get to this area. So, we've created these village centers in order to try to allow people to be able to get to their work without having to get in their car.
This is wonderful to see that that the money that we put into taxes is being used this way.
This country faces a shock down the road. The world's going to run out of petroleum. Prices are going to go way up. The car part of our lives is going to shrink. And we're going to have what we used to have, very good railroads, very good public transportation systems, and places where people can bicycle and walk to work. Our cities are going to end up being more compact and less sprawled when this happens. And I believe it'll happen in the next 25 years, maybe sooner than that.